So why are narcissists consistently bringing up the past, but you can't do it, right? That's what we're talking about today, y'all. Why narcissistic people, toxic people, like to consistently and constantly bring up the past, but won't allow you to do the same thing. Of course, if you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code, y'all. Which will be transitioning to the Mental Healness podcast here pretty soon, because the interviews are on the way, y'all. The interviews are on the way. If you're going to apply to be on the podcast, the link is in the description of every video that I do. But yes, let's hop right into it, y'all. The past is a tool that narcissists use to build a house of protection. Right. A house of worship and whatnot. Why do they keep bringing up the past so much? Simply put, because it works. Because it's useful. Bringing up the past is absolutely a useful tool for narcissistic people. It really just is. It can be as simple as that right there sometimes. That the past, I can always use it. And this is why I tell people, like when you're getting to know somebody, feel them out. Don't just go trauma dumping on them. Don't just be sharing your deep emotional past with this person. Don't share your deepest, darkest secrets with this person. Like, build up to that. Make them earn your information. Earn it. Like make them earn it, because they will absolutely bring up the past against you. Even the past that had nothing to do with them. Yes, narcissists will bring up the past that y'all have created together, right? Y'all could have been together for 10 years and they can bring up something for year one and use it against you. But not only will they do that, they will also bring up the stuff that happened before y'all were even together. Because it works. If y'all be real, it does work. Bringing up the past absolutely works for narcissists. It does. It's a tool. It's a weapon. It absolutely is. And I think a lot of y'all will just understand how this works with manipulative, abusive, toxic, lying, narcissistic bastards. They will absolutely bring it up because it works. Like if I'm losing an argument, or your narcissistic partner or parent, whoever they are, right, is losing an argument to you, and I have nothing else, I'm losing an argument because you have all the facts. The facts are not on my side, right? The fiction and storytelling is on my side, right? But the facts are not serving me here. So guess what I do? I go into my little Rolodex of the past, like 7 years ago. Got to blow it off because it's dusty. Got your ass. Remember what you did? Let me take you back to a little year I like to call 2018. You remember that year? What about what you did to me that year? Yeah, I'm cheating on you right now. Yeah, you might have busted me cheating. But remember in 2018, when we were trying to build this relationship, we were just fresh together and you didn't respond to me within a timely manner. Y'all see how stupid that sounds? They cheated on you, but you didn't respond to them in a timely manner. In 2018, when you're first getting to know each other, and somehow that's equal. We both made mistakes. It's wrong. I know I did you wrong, but what about what you did? That's a common theme that a lot of narcissistic people will use. The past works. It serves. The past for a narcissist and them using it against you does absolutely serve a purpose. It really, really does. It serves a unique purpose. It serves a great purpose for them because they understand that they get to keep doing this type of stuff. They understand that they can use this against you. They understand of how and what that they can put you through. This is the mindset of a lot of narcissistic abusive people. So they love using the past. Like anything is on, like nothing is off limits. Anything is on the table. When they are angry with you, or they want to hurt your feelings, or they're trying to get away from accountable, or they're trying to blame you for something, anything is on the table. They will bring up your childhood trauma, which they were not around for. They will bring up something that happened to you, something your ex did to you, which they were not around for, and tell you that you deserved it. Remember when since we're talking about this, since we on the topic, Remember when your ex blacked your eye? You remember that? Because I remember that. You told me about it. I wasn't there, but you deserve to get your eye blacked. The way you talking to me, I see why they punch you in your eye. I see why they swole you up. Because look how you are. Look how evil you are. You see how you act? You see how you treat me? You see what you do to me? You see how you behave? You see how you see what you put me through? That's what they'll do to you. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's literally what they would say to you. It doesn't matter what it was. If they were there for it, they still think it's relevant to use against you. They still think it's okay to bring this type of stuff up because it serves them right now. They think that the past matters right now when it absolutely doesn't. Now, so can the past be, using the past make sense sometimes? Yeah, let's be real. But I had to correct myself right there. But most times it doesn't in the context of dealing with a narcissistic person, because when they're using the past against you, it's typically on a topic that has nothing to do with what's going on right now. It just doesn't, y'all. But on the flip side of things, I know y'all want to talk about like, well, Lee, they always bring my partner, my ex, my husband, my wife, whatever. They are always bringing up the past and using it against me. They use my body count. They use my height, my weight, whatever. They always things that I'm ashamed of that I shared with them. They always use this against me. Like, but when I try to bring up something from their past, they lose their damn minds. Why is that, Lee? Because simply put, the double standards do exist in these relationships, y'all. The double standards absolutely do exist in these relationships. They absolutely do. You don't get to do what I get to do. And that can be simply put. We are not on the same level. We are not equal here. You don't get to say or do or talk about the things that I have done. That's not how it works here. Like, no. I bring up the past because it's relevant. You bring up the past because because you're stuck in the past, because you don't know how to grow up, because you don't know how to let things go. And the same thing applies to them. It doesn't make sense to you, but to that narcissistic person, them bringing up the past absolutely makes sense to them. You know, it really does. And their justification for it, because yours is stupid and mine is not. That could be as simple as simply put. I can do it because I'm me. You can't do it because you're you. We are not equal. We are not the same. Well, we don't represent the same thing. No, you don't get to use the past against me because I said so. Because you just don't. And now, guess what happens, y'all? Guess what happens when you try to bring up the past with a narcissist or something that they've done in the past? Guess what happens? If you're arguing about something and then you bring up something that they have done in the past, they will throw off the entire argument to focus on why you brought something up from the past. So sometimes when you try to bring up the past against a narcissist, they use this. They use it as an opportunity, not for growth, an opportunity to just keep doing things to you. They use it as an opportunity to mess with you, to throw you off the topic, to throw you off track, you know? I talked to a woman yesterday on my one-on-ones, my Zoom calls, and she brought up a video I did a long time ago called about Gish gallop, with how narcissists will start a bunch of small arguments within one to throw you all off, to confuse you, so now you don't even know what the beginning argument was about. You bring up something that they've done. Well, you yelled at me. Remember you yelled at me last week? Wow, you gonna bring that up? Wow, how dirty, how low down and dirty are you? Wow, you can't let go of stuff. Look how you been doing. Like, I made a mistake and you still using it against me. We know you're going to grow up. You see, the fact that you haven't grown up is really an indication of how you were raised by your parents. That's why your daddy wasn't there. That's why your mama beat your ass. That's why your sister hated you. That's why your brother hated you. Let's talk about that, right? Let's talk about the fact that your brother hates you. He doesn't talk to you anymore. Huh? So we went from them yelling at you all the way to them now bringing up the fact that your brother hasn't spoken to you. How we get here? How did we get here? That's starting small fires. It's called Gish gallop. This is a technique that a lot of bad faith actors will use. Like people who are not coming to you in good faith. People who politicians use this argument technique all the time. It's called Gish gallop. Gish gallop, like a horse, you know. But they will do this type of stuff. They use you bringing up the past as an opportunity to belittle you and hurt your feelings even more. And also an opportunity to start several other arguments within this one. So now you don't even know what the hell the first argument was about. Like, what the hell were we talking about in the first place? I forgot now, right? I forgot what we talked about now. I'm not clear on how we even got here. I don't even know what happened. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Blah, blah, blah. Boo, boo, boo. Beep, beep, beep. You see how, I'm just telling you, y'all see how it goes right there in these spaces. Like, they love bringing up the past because they can use it, but they hate when you bring it up because it makes them feel shame. The core of it, y'all, they hate when you bring it up because it makes them feel shame. Even if you bring up the past is true, and it's applicable to this situation right now, they will try to throw you off the topic because this is how the mind of a lot of narcissists work. They don't want to be held accountable. They just hate the fact that the word accountability even exists. So it's just how we go, y'all. Anyways, y'all, thank you for riding me for the end. Really, truly appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for making it to 500K. That means we're halfway to the million, halfway to the milli. Let's get to a million by the end. Where are we at? October, November, December. We got 3 months. Let's get to a million in 3 months. That'd be a record. Would that be? No, maybe not a record. Maybe crazy though. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Hit the subscribe button. Bye bye. Peace.